I believe they do have extra belts, if I'm not mistaken. I think because if it doesn't fit around you, because it's just like, shit. This lovely lady, Jalen Chaney, recently got arrested, and we're gonna watch this. She didn't fit in the back of the fucking police car. Oh, I shouldn't laugh at this, but and I know some of you people are gonna give me shit for laughing, but it's so ridiculous. So let's just look at this TikTok.
So you want to hear my hot take on plus size travel and why I think every plus size traveler should get a free second and even third seat on an airplane? Then
free second and third seat. Well, let's put them in Delta One. In fact, better yet, let's give them their own fucking airplane with Twinkies and all kinds of steaks and whatever they need to shove in their gullets.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fat-filled, fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers. You're a board-certified criminal defense lawyer, and I'm a little plus size today. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I've lived a good life, and I need to trim down. I'm like huge right now. And a couple of years ago, I lost a bunch of weight. I was running every day, and I'm not doing that right now. So I'm a little heavy. And you know what? I have suits that I don't fit in. So and really good-looking suits. So I'm in the process of doing that, and that's relevant. Why, Bruce? Oh, it has to do with this episode. But before we get to this Jae Bae, whatever her name is, this episode is brought to you by AskALawyer.com. Let's say you're plus size and you really want to litigate the fact that you can only have 3 seats across an aisle and you need your own plane because you're a plus size traveler. Well, what you do is you go to AskALawyer.com for $49 and the currency is all the same size. It doesn't matter how big the wallet is. You go to AskALawyer.com, you get a living, breathing lawyer, and they'll tell you that you're full of shit. They will give you good legal advice. So you go to AskALawyer.com, you get a live lawyer, and whether you have a problem with your landlord, maybe a neighbor, maybe you've got, maybe somebody's suing you, maybe whatever your legal issues are, go to AskALawyer.com. And here's the other thing. If you're doing your own legal research, they've got an AI component that's trained on all the 50 states, so you're good to go. It's the same people that brought you eForm and eSign, which I use both of those on a regular basis. I actually subscribe to both of those. You think they would give it to me for free, but no, I pay just like you guys. But it's not that much, so it's a good value. So AskALawyer.com. If Grandma says it's good, then you know it's good. AskALawyer.com. Okay, here's the thing. We have a society, right? And society is kind of built on norms. And when you walk around on a sidewalk or you walk, down the street or you get into an airplane or you get in the back of a taxi cab, they're built for normal people. And if you have an extreme, like you're too thin or you're too fat or whatever, you're just going to have to fucking deal with it. And here's the thing. I'm not insensitive to people who are heavy. I mean, look at me. I'm fat right now. I am insanely, I hate it because a lot of my suits don't fit and I've got some really nice suits what do I have to do? Bitch to somebody? No, what I do is I do a little bit less hand-to-mouth disease and I get on the treadmill and, you just try to get fit, you work on yourself. But, being heavy is also a health problem. Inflammation is the cause of knee problems because you're dragging around 300 pounds. Your knees are going to be all fucked up. Your hips get all fucked up. Your bone structure gets screwed up. Your organs get screwed up, and you don't have a long lifespan. Remember John Candy? He was one of the nicest guys on the planet, one of the funniest guys. Or Chris Farley. Their weight killed them, aside from the drugs. This lovely lady, Jalen Chaney, recently got arrested, and we're gonna watch this. She didn't fit in the back of the fucking police car. Oh, I shouldn't laugh at this, but I know some of you people are gonna give me shit for laughing, but it's so ridiculous. So let's just look at this TikTok.
So you want to hear my hot take on plus size travel and why I think every plus size traveler should get a free second and even third seat on an airplane? Then
free second and third seat. Well, let's put them in Delta One. In fact, better yet, let's give them their own fucking airplane with Twinkies and all kinds of steaks and whatever they need to shove in their gullets.
Then you better keep watching and sign my petition to make some real change. Let's just state facts. Plus size travelers need more space.
Plus size travelers need to size down. Let's just say this. No, I'm sorry. the seats are the way they are. Just because you have an eating disorder or you have a physical problem doesn't require the airlines to accommodate you. It just doesn't. Do you see, they bring people in wheelchairs, but they don't have a section for wheelchairs on the airplane. You know, they can bring you in a wheelchair, put you in a seat, but they don't take out a seat to put your wheelchair in.
And many people agree that plane seats are too small, even for the average size person. As a plus size traveler myself, I know how uncomfortable and unsafe it can be to squeeze into a tiny airplane seat.
Every seat with her is a tiny fucking seat. Well, how about first class? Oh, that's a tiny seat. How about Delta One? Oh, I should get 2 beds instead of 1.
We're not asking for special treatment or luxury accommodations. We simply want enough space to travel comfortably and safely without fear of being discriminated against because of our size. It's truly that simple.
It's truly that simple that you need to do less of this. I mean, honestly, why doesn't she bitch about her toilet? Because if she shit in relation to her ass size, her bathroom would be the biggest room in the house. I mean, she's not saying her toilet's too small. Granted, some people have weight problems for a variety of reasons. Health reasons, for example. If you're on certain steroids, it can balloon you up and you have no control of it. I get it. Don't tell me that people aren't heavy because of their personal choices and habits. I'm heavy right now because I fucking eat like shit. I mean, it's simple as that. I eat too much ice cream, you know, and that's why I'm hiding it right now. If I took my shirt off, you guys would throw up.
If you agree that every traveler deserves to fly comfortably and without fear of discrimination, then go ahead and please sign my petition and share it with everybody that you know. Let's work together to make air travel more inclusive and accommodating for everyone.
Having the airlines, you know, they calculate these things. They need to have so many seats and so many souls on board in order to make a profit, and they need to make a profit in order to keep running. It's not discrimination because, I mean, you're not normal size. I mean, how much does she weigh? Do we know how much she weighs? If you're a woman, and let's say you're 5'5", 5'6", just generous, you're medium height, and you're over 200 pounds, that's heavy. If you're over 300 pounds, that's really heavy. If you're 500 or 600 pounds like this woman, that's medically dangerous. It just is dangerous. I mean, if you're on fucking oxygen because of your weight, you need to make some changes. Let's just take a look at her in the seat. Oh my God. This is just so bad.
My body isn't the problem. The system is. When you're forced to buy 2 seats or squeeze into a space that wasn't designed for your body, it's not just inconvenient, it's dehumanizing. This isn't a luxury, it's a basic human right to travel with it.
Okay, the reason I played that is I want to make sure I fucking heard that right. Your body isn't the problem? So are you saying that you were meant to be 600 pounds or 500 pounds or even 400 pounds or even 300 pounds? Your body is the problem. It is not normal for people to weigh that much. It's not normal for your body to have to support that kind of weight. It's a medical issue. So if you are unapologetic and you're big and you're loud and you're proud, well, good for you. But live in a world that's not like that for everybody else. You're a small fraction of the public. You are gonna die early because of your weight. Plain and fucking simple. If I smoked, for example, oh, I can't smoke on a fucking airplane. I'm being discriminated against. Oh my goodness. I mean, fucking hell. That's not the case. There's no smoking on airplanes. Dumb shit. And you shouldn't smoke anyway. I don't smoke, but I can't imagine people that do today, you know?
Bring back indoor smoking.
Yeah. Well, Robert smokes, and I used to work at a nightclub where I was a DJ when I was in college. And I'd come home and I would smell it. I didn't smoke, but you know, it was when you could smoke in restaurants and bars. And I would just reek like secondhand smoke. Thank God they changed that. Well, this is no different. These are personal choices, by and large. There are the occasion where somebody has a medical condition that, you know, they're just heavy because of some medical, and I get that, either a thyroid condition or you're on steroids or whatever, you know. So now look at her. She that looks actually like a first class seat that she's in, and she she takes up the entire space. Most people don't do that.
When you're forced to buy 2 seats or squeeze into a space that wasn't designed for your body.
Look at, she can get down the aisle just fine. You know, I don't know what she's talking about.
It's not just inconvenient, it's dehumanizing. This isn't a luxury, it's a basic human right to travel with.
She's on fucking oxygen. She's on oxygen. Why is she on oxygen? Because she can't breathe because her fucking fat belly is pushing, and I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback on this from people, but I am heavy myself, so I can talk about this a little bit, but I'm not this heavy. You know, what do? You watch your diet. You eat salads. You eat a little bit of chicken. You go for a run on the treadmill or a brisk walk, or you just don't eat that pizza for breakfast.
Travel with dignity.
This plus-sized woman believes it's a basic human right to travel with dignity, and she's standing up for change. With every journey, Jalen challenges the uncomfortable realities that many larger travelers face, from cramped seats to insensitive policies.
Cramped seats. For somebody who's 300, 400, 500 pounds? I'm sorry, if you're gonna weigh that much and you're proud of it, good for you. I mean, I don't think anybody should judge anybody, and I don't judge you for your weight, but you're not gonna have an airplane. Imagine if they accommodated everybody for that kind of weight. How big would the airplane have to fucking be?
Policies, and she demands a change.
You deserve to be comfortable flying, and you deserve to live your best.
I want my own oxygen too. You know, those oxygens that they only come out during emergencies? That should be an option, to have the oxygen come out just because I can't breathe because it's pushing on my chest and I can hardly breathe.
Your best life, just like everybody else. Airline seats are too small for many people, regardless of their size or weight.
Jalen has launched a GoFundMe to advocate for fat equality and offers helpful tips on how plus-size travelers can travel safely and comfortably.
You deserve to be.
I believe they do have extra belts, if I'm not mistaken. I think because if it doesn't fit around you, you know, because it's like, shit.
You deserve to be comfortable. You deserve to get there and not affect your health in some crazy way. If anyone is being asshole to you and staring at you or making you feel uncomfortable, realize that that's more a reflection of who they are and not you.
I do agree with that. I mean, I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek here. I know I'm being slightly disrespectful just to make a point. I mean, I don't want to fat shame anybody. I mean, if you're heavy, you're heavy. So the fuck what? Nobody cares. However, you can't demand 3 seats on an airplane. I mean, why would they do that? You know, I mean, charter your own airplane then. You know, where you can sit, you know, in the belly of the aircraft and take up the whole airplane. It doesn't work like that. Our good friend Jae Bae, oh my God, she's so huge. She's so huge. It just looks so uncomfortable. And here's the other thing: you can't do things. You can't get up and walk around the block, like walk your dog, or go for a run, or just, I don't know, run a marathon. That immobility that you have, and so then you isolate, right? And you isolate, and what's the only thing that you can do? This. I can do this all day long, and I can watch TV. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. And it's really wind up being an addiction to food. So she's kind of gone off the radar screen. And according to the Daily Mail, they discovered that she was accused of attacking a police officer at a hospital in Kennewick, Washington. Why? Well, evidently she's polyamorous. You know, polyamorous is? That's where you're kind of into more than one person at a time. And I'm all for that, I guess, if that's floats your boat. It tends to complicate things, though. You ever seen the guy on Sister Wives? You think he's doing okay? Everybody wants a piece of his ass and don't want his ass. You know, they want his property. They want, you know, and it's just more fucking headache than it's worth. But her boyfriend or her fiance Jacob, she discovered was with another man. I guess he was polyamorous too. And she assaulted him. So the Daily Mail talked to Jerome Chaney, her dad, and her father, and told the Daily Mail that he believed that the incident that happened after his daughter, who publicly identifies as polyamorous, caught her ex-fiancé Jacob Ard with another man, resulting in alleged domestic assault. So when officers arrived to arrest Chaney, they discovered the 6XL influencer was too big to fit in their police car and set to take her into custody. You know, that's another discrimination. I can't fit in your cop car. So what do? I remember when I was in college, I drove an ambulance, and we had to pick up this woman who was 545 pounds. It took 4 big, strong guys, and that means me too, to pick her up and put her in my ambulance. And I sat in the back with her, and she hung over so fucking far on both sides of our gurney. We couldn't put up the railing on either side, and I couldn't lock it in. I just had to hold it there with my feet. And so God forbid we should get in an accident or something, because she would have gone flying. I struggle with weight. You know, everybody struggles with something, you know, and you got to watch it, especially as you get older, because it just becomes a health hazard. But it doesn't give you the right to, oh my God, look at her. Oh my fucking God. So what did they do that she didn't fit in the back of the cop car? An evidence van had to be dispatched with a fucking lift. With a lift. I mean, it's not like she's slightly overweight or she's just a heavy girl that, you know, just needs an accommodation. No, they needed to send a fucking truck to come get you with a lift in it. So they claim she was unable to manage the steps to get up the police van. So they saw a affordable lift deployed so that she could safely be placed in the rear of the van, according to court papers unearthed by the Daily Mail. Oh. And she was charged with third-degree assault and resisting the officers. She could resist the officers just by fucking sitting there. I mean, how are you going to move her? I suppose you could pinch her ass until she moved. I shouldn't be. I really don't want you to think that I hate fat people. I don't give a shit what color you are. I don't give a shit what race you are. I don't give a shit how fat you are or skinny you are. I care about how you treat other people. And I care about just being good to people. And when you're, not being good to the cops, because she was charged with third-degree assault and obstruction of justice, because she's giving the officer shit because she didn't want to get arrested. That's normal. Now, that's normal behavior, criminal behavior, but it's normal. So she was taken to the jail where she was charged with those offenses and resisting arrest.
To you, and you know your trespass, so.
99 years. Rip it up. This is all my evidence.
Yep.
Everyone.
Make sure you grab all your stuff.
No, hey, you guys, please. They're going to kill me.
Grab all your stuff.
It's okay, the FBI's watching.
Her channel doesn't work unless she's the fucking victim all the time, right? She's the victim, she's the victim, she's the victim.
It's okay, the FBI's watching. But they saw what you just did. No,
did you see the one TikTok where the guy is at the get kicked out of the all-you-can-eat buffet because he's there for like 5 hours?
Belongings, you know where it's at? You don't know, huh? So actually, I need to call my dad now.
He doesn't. He's not interested. You've already burned the bridge, so he's not going to come
I'm
help
gonna
you.
call my dad, actually.
You can call from your phone.
Yeah,
your
give
own.
me the phone.
No, you don't get this phone. You're trespassed now.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I can call.
Yep. Let's go.
No,
Let's
you
go.
have to arrest me here. I need.
No, we don't have to arrest you
Hey,
here.
I'm not leaving. I'm naked.
You're covered. Yeah.
What are you doing when you're... I just don't get these people who are, when you're 550 pounds, I don't care if you're 6'5" and you're 550 pounds. That's still heavy, heavy, heavy. I mean, how much does Shaq weigh? Shaq doesn't weigh 500 pounds. And he's 7 feet tall. When you can't move. She's in a wheelchair.
You have all kinds of
Please don't
clothing.
let this happen, dude. Hey, no, this is my evidence.
Yeah,
Get the f
going
out
on
now.
with you. Let's go.
Get the f out now.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get the f out now.
Let's go.
Okay, I need
That way.
This is why I came to Trios. This is
That
I
way.
knew you guys would do this.
That way.
They don't want to help you.
You've burnt the bridge, unfortunately.
If you take Trios, please.
She's not a nice person, it doesn't appear.
I'm sorry. This is why I was trying to talk to you privately. Please don't let them do this.
Why don't you make a run for it?
You guys know what you're doing, and I'm literally
Ripping up the trespass order and just,
literally naked.
We're
I'm not getting out
trespassing
of
you
the
from
wheelchair.
private property that they don't want you here.
Give me those.
Yep, we'll give them to you.
Yep, trespass me.
We'd already done that.
Make sure I'm naked on it.
That's on you. You ripped your paperwork up. That was your formal trespass notice.
Why did you guys just tell me what the fuck is going on?
We did tell you.
Dude, I need to go to the police. Are you taking me
We
to
are the
jail?
police.
No,
I can't walk.
you can walk.
I can't.
You can't.
I'm going to sit here. So wherever you leave
Well,
me.
we will help remove you from the chair, and then you can decide if you
Take
want to
me
sit
to
on the
jail.
sit on the sidewalk or
Take
not.
me
We're
to
not
jail.
taking you to jail.
I'm going to jail. I just ripped up your 99-year
That
thing.
that doesn't matter. You don't have to keep
Hey.
that paperwork.
Wherever you take me.
Sure.
Help! Help! Ramos knows what he did!
Ramos knows what he did. This is mental illness. honestly. I mean, and that can manifest itself, in a number of ways. And one of the ways is overeating and not taking care of yourself.
KPD, hands up, don't shoot. I'm naked and they fucking raped me. Trio South were just trying to save me.
Guys, any woman that, alleges rape, that you should run away from them. Any woman that's 550 pounds, run away from her.
The FBI is watching. So yeah, do what you're gonna do. Destroy the evidence. Destroy the evidence. Ramos! 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 KPD! KPD! All those police watching me! Where are you guys taking me?
How does that help her? When you are obstreperous with the cops, I think she's just trying to get arrested at this point.
Taking you off their property.
Oh. All of a sudden I can walk
Perfect.
again.
Now you can walk. Go that way. Go that way.
Arrest me.
Go that way.
Arrest me.
No.
Arrest me.
Nope. Walk that way.
I gotta go to the hospital.
Nope. Walk that way.
911.
Walk that way.
911.
Walk. Walk.
911.
Walk.
911.
Walk.
They don't want to arrest her because they know she won't fit in the back of their car. So these cops don't want her in their car. It is just a trespass order. Is she being disorderly now? Yeah, she is. But discretion is 9/10 of the law. So cops can look the other way on things, and they often do. But squeezing her into the back of your squad, which she won't fit in, and all of a sudden she gets caught or injured somehow, and then files a claim against the city. Do you need that headache? No, you don't. But then she's on the street, so something's going on with her that's more than just being heavy. Clearly, she's got mental health problems. When the cops were questioned, they said she was, rude, unpleasant to deal with, saying that she threatened to kill our families and was telling us to burn in hell. You don't say that to cops. What do I say in almost every one of my episodes? I wouldn't give you 2 plug nickels to be a cop because it's a fucking difficult job. And they got to deal with shit like this. Whether you're drunk or you're mentally ill or just a bloating, influencer personality I don't think she's an influencer. I think she's just got some following because she's heavy. She did a GoFundMe and she raised $1,200 with a target of $1,600, adding the money would help her secure short-term housing, living essentials, and legal guidance. Along the fundraising, she shared images of herself in a hospital bed with a breathing tube in her nose, while others show her in the back of the car packed with luggage. Unbelievable. So, oh my God, look at her there. I used to transport people like this constantly. And some were very nice and some were not so nice. But she clearly is just a pain in the ass. And I'm sure she's not that way with her public defender. Oh, yes, she is. Because her public defender filed a motion to have her found having a competency evaluation. And they came back and said she wasn't competent to proceed. So here's what happens with that. Generally speaking, if you're not found competent and it's a misdemeanor, they generally dismiss those cases, and if it's 3rd degree assault, that's probably a felony, because if it's against a police officer, it'd be a felony. And so they're not going to just dismiss that. So then they have these review hearings every so often. And guess what? You go to another hospital where you get 3 hots in a cot and not 5 hots in a cot. Or 6 hots in a cot, or constant hots in a cot. In other words, you don't get to constantly eat. And then they try to restore you to competency at a hospital. In March, the public defender filed an order for competency evaluation, saying she was suffering from a mental disease or defect and may lack the capacity to understand the proceedings against her to assist in her own defense. That's competency. There's 2 types of mental health evaluations. One's for competency, and the other one is whether you were so mentally ill that you didn't know what you were doing at the time of the crime, basically, or you didn't know what was wrong. And hard to say that with assault and the shit she was saying, to be quite frank with you. She was ordered to go in inpatient treatment by order of the state inside the Eastern State Hospital after being found to be incompetent. So she was found incompetent. Then the judge had to order this. She wouldn't go to the hospital once she was found incompetent. She wanted to stay in the jail. And so that she refused. You know, we get that all the time. You know, people who are just fucking pains in the asses. So they had to force her to go to the hospital. Unbelievable. And in May, health officials handed over an inpatient evaluation saying that in their opinion, she was suffering from delirium due to sepsis, an unspecified personality disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Oh, here's a beautiful picture in a swimsuit, as if I just didn't eat my breakfast. As part of the evaluation, Cheney told officials that she was recently single, having called off her engagement of 6 years with her fiancé, Jacob Ard, because he liked dick. She claims that Ard, who is a plus-size influencer, tried to kill us both on a business trip by saying he sat next to her. No. Saying that she had found out who he was. She added that the relationship was abusive, telling professionals she settled like when you settle for crumbs. A guy who was way beneath you. Well, it's good to have some self-esteem. A plus-size self-esteem. She's not plus-size. She's gargantuan size. Plus size is like being like a size 14 or something like that. You know, that's, or 18 even. She's like 6L. I think she's like 12L. XL. As part of the evaluation, Cheney said her upbringing had involved human trafficking, domestic violence, sexual assault, witnessing crimes, guns, and drugs and violence. She said also she was homeless at numerous times in her life. Throughout her time in state hospital, healthcare professionals noted she was not complying with treatment and would frequently use her call light to request water and pizzas. No, I'm joking. I didn't say pizzas. Water, to have her alarm turned off, to ask for a chaplain, and to have her bed made. One doctor noted that she frequently made conflicting requests, requesting for 4 sets of clean linens over 5. Yeah, she's just a pain in the ass. Just an absolute pain in the ass. In May, after the report was submitted to the court, the deputy prosecuting attorney filed a motion to dismiss her case. Like I said, you know, they dismiss misdemeanors upon the finding of competence. Cheney's father, Jerome, told the Daily Mail that his daughter was doing well following her release from hospital. When contacted by phone, Cheney said she would have to check her schedule before deciding she would chat with us because she's so busy. You have to make accommodations for certain things. The Americans with Disabilities Act require it. Like when we put in our front counter, it has to accommodate somebody in a wheelchair. So when somebody comes in a wheelchair into my office, they're greeted with counter height. You know, great. I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. But do I have to accommodate the guy who's coming in that smells like fucking weed? Or do I have to accommodate abusive conduct because you can't watch your goddamn mouth? Does the airline have to accommodate your fat ass because you can't fit in a single seat? That's another question altogether, and that's not for me to decide. And I guess some airlines have done some things to accommodate people, and maybe she's made some difference somewhere. So I heard somewhere, maybe from Robert, that Southwest, you could buy 2 seats, and then if you're, you know, you can prove that you're, you know, plus size or whatever, that you need the 2 seats, they'll refund you the second seat. I don't know if that's true or not. All I know is just be decent to people. And she's not a decent person. The conduct at the hospital, the conduct with the officers, the conduct with her ex tells me that she's a self-entitled, I can't even say the word because they'll bleep it out. You know, and this self-entitlement is just bullshit. You know, better to give than to receive, honestly. You know, my grandfather always said a good deed is its own reward. You know, that's where I get my jollies. That's where I get my joy, my fulfillment, is helping other people. You know, I can't tell you how many people on this channel have said, oh, because of you, I decided to go to law school. I fucking love hearing that. You know, let's be lifting up and I know I'm goofing on her a little bit, or a lot of it, but it's more because she's a pain in the ass than because of who she is, you know, or what she looks like. I mean, she's a victim in every scenario. I mean, just like, oh, they raped me. They didn't rape you. I mean, it's all on fucking Bodycam. It is a problem. I mean, think about it. If you're 500 pounds and your house is on fire and you're upstairs because you can't get downstairs and you have a commode next to your bed because you can only go there. I mean, you're a risk. You're a risk to yourself and others. And I don't care what you say. If you're 500 or 600 pounds, it's a problem. You need to fix it. And I'm not fat shaming anybody, but fucking hell, for a medical professional to treat you or for a first responder to come and help you, it's 10 times. I used to, well, like I said, drove an ambulance, and some people we would have to put them on a special stretcher, and we called it the Shahooner. I don't know why we called it the Shahooner. I have no idea where that name came from, but it was a foldable rubber stretcher. Well, had metal frame to it, but it was so we could get people around corners. And when we had somebody, we had to put thin people or heavy people on it. Boy, I tell you, when we had a 100-pound woman who was in bad health, it was so easy to just. When we had somebody that was 200-300 pounds, I mean, you're working your ass off, and goddamn, you hope you don't drop them. And if they're like 400 or 500 pounds, you can't do that. You have to call in other crews. I didn't mean this to be an episode about fucking fatness, but that's what it's turned into, kind of. I just don't think that you're a victim because your ass doesn't fit in the seat. If your ass doesn't fit in the seat, fix your fucking ass. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, I don't fit into a bunch of my suits. Why is that? Because I've eaten too much, drink a little bit too much. Maybe I need to get on the treadmill. Maybe put the beer down. Maybe just not eat that. What do I like to eat? Oh, I fucking like to eat too much. Don't eat that burger, have a salad, all I'm saying. Anyway, so that's our little reaction to Jae Bae. Jae Bae, I hope you're okay. In fact, I'll tell you what, Jae Bae, you want to do a collab? Why don't I have you on my podcast and we can debate your issues. I would love to do that. So to you, Jae Bae. So make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. We got some new merch. So go on to clrbrucerivers.com. Make sure you kind of support Nick. Go to Facebook. We're building that platform as well. So we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, police is at my god.